fucking brilliant.
The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own and in no way meant to offend or upset anyone. We ad-lib, paraphrase and imitate to convey reviewed content only. It's a bit of a laugh. Enjoy!
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to...
Hello everybody, welcome to Series 3, Episode 24 of What's the Script, the penultimate episode. One more to go after this in the third series. Can't believe we're still doing it, man. How are you, Chris, mate? All right?
Yes, I'm tickety-boo. We survived Guy Fawkes night, me and the dog and the cat.
Oh, mate. To be fair, it wasn't as bad here, man. Everything seemed dead far away. There was guys. I was into the shop last night getting more drink, like I needed it, and there was a guy in looking for sparklers and all that, and they're like, no, we don't sell them. It's against the law. So hooray! Because honestly, I must have tripped there my dog about 10 times last night. I could have worn him like a pair of slippers. It was just wrapped around my feet. And then obviously Archie and Robert are both got autism, so they were sitting with their ear defenders on and on. But it was still the odd one like that, you know what I mean? So it was just no wonder I took a drink yesterday.
Aye, fucking big sonic booms along here, not this, the usual. But hey ho. But there's always some arsehole will have kept ones for the day, know what I mean? Didn't matter. Oh, we'll watch everybody else's fireworks and we'll set ours after night. Ah, you fucking prick.
There's the captain and we'll not let him in. And they'll be like, oh,
Aye.
they've got fireworks. And we'll scotch for
Aye.
grass. Magic. May the next Roman candle take your Wayne's eye out, you bastard.
Fuck's sake.
I don't mean that. Take your eye out, you cow. That's what I do. So, mate, nearly at the end of Series 3. And I think we know what we're doing next week, didn't we? But anyway, this week's is my pick. And it's The Dark Knight, which is the middle of the sandwich of Chris Nolan's trilogy, mate, isn't it?
Aye. And it's the best. And I'll even go as far as to say it's probably the best comic book hero film ever.
Oh no! Oh, I must have broke your wee Marvel heart there. Oh,
Oh, it did at the time, but now I've matured. I've got a beard now.
that is
Aye.
absolutely brilliant. I watch this trilogy regularly, at least once a year, if not twice. But I hadn't watched it this year for some strange reason. I don't know why. And I watched it again last night, and it just hits home. It's flawless, stands up. Every effect in it is brilliant, practical or CGI'd, isn't they?
Aye. It's superb, mate. It's a 10 out of 10 right away for me anyway. And like I said to you before, it's in my top 10 of films anyway. So I just showed you how highly I rate it.
10 out of 10. If I could dial that shit up to 11, I would begin it. 11 out of 10, it's that bloody good. So, a couple of quick factoids for the masses out there. Obviously, as we've mentioned, it was directed by Chris Nolan. It was preceded by Batman Begins. And then after this, obviously, Dark Knight Rises, which was a tremendous trilogy. Dark Knight Rises gets a bit of bad press. I don't know why. It's a great film as well. But for all you simpletons or amadants that haven't watched this, Batman has a new foe. The Joker, who's an accomplished criminal hell-bent on decimating Gotham City. Together with Gordon and Harvey Dent, Batman struggles to thwart the Joker before it's too late. There you are.
Aye. Aye. See, there's usually a debate on what's the best sequel in movie history as well. I would go as far as to say this is it. It's usually Terminator 2 for some people. Some people it's Empire Strikes Back, but I reckon this is it. You know what I mean?
For the
'Cause-
more schooled film goer, it's The Godfather Part 2, innit?
aye. But even then, I prefer the first Godfather. So I didn't really enter that
No,
argument.
it's definitely in the conversation. It's definitely up there. I mean, I don't know if it topples Police Academy 2 for me, but it's definitely up there. You know what I mean? I mean, just the cast in this as well, mate. Obviously, we welcome back Christian Bale and Sir Michael Caine and Morgan Freeman for the original. And then we've also got Heath Ledger, God rest him. We've got Gary Oldman again for the original. We've got Aaron Eckhart as Harvey Dent and Maggie Melted Eyes Gylenhaal as Rachel. Rachel.
Aye. See, I was reading why the actress was like changed in this. Obviously, it was her name. Is it Julia? No, it's not Julia Roberts. Can't remember her name. But
Katie Hopkins. No, Katie
aye,
Hopkins. Katie something.
what's the name?
Who's Katie Hopkins? Is that mad
Is that
chatty
no that?
bastard from England?
Aye. Oh, what an asshole she is. What was she in? Was it fucking
Apprentice.
The Apprentice or something like that? Aye, huh?
Aye.
Fucking
She
imagine her.
started.
It's not who you are that defines you.
Let me just tell you something, Great Britain. It's not who you are who defines you, but the Socialist Labour Party, or whatever party she's into. Katie, what? Dawson's Creek. She wasn't up for it, but she wasn't up for the second one for some reason.
I know she opted to do another film instead, like Mad Talks or something like that. It was like a comedy. And I'm like that. Never before have I seen such an own goal.
Aye. Well,
Ugh.
it's her own fault because what I've read from a couple of people, although it's not substantiated and she'd never said it herself, is that she actually looked at the script, saw that she was getting killed off, and says, "No, I'm not getting killed off." And then so they went and got Maggie Gyllenhaal, uh, who's a fine actress. Well, she's not a fine look. She's not that fine looking woman, but for me, you know what I mean. The budget for this film was 185 million, and we're talking 15 years ago, which is
Aye.
staunch. That's a staunch budget. That, by the way, every penny well spent. But it made back just shy of 1.1 billion US dollars. That's billion with
Aye.
a B, people.
It was a profitable number, this one. And I can just imagine how much they made off Joker merchandise alone. It seems like everybody had a Joker poster, a Joker wallet, everything. You know what I mean? It's like,
People started keeping the jokers in their pack of cards and all that, know what I mean? And playing with jokers and that, you know, and hiring a wee joker for a party and that. No, see the marketing, mate. You're right. At the time, the marketing for this was amazing. So much so that it's still as prevalent in pop culture as the day, isn't it?
aye, aye. Like I says, it's the Joker just became a big thing again. You know what I mean? The Joker practically became as big as Batman himself, because then it then became this thing. Oh, who's going to be the next Joker? You know what I mean? We want to see more Joker like that. Behave yourself. You know what I mean?
Honestly, mate,
Don't-
I would go as far as to say that the Joker outshines Batman in this movie,
Aye,
which is a credit.
aye, definitely. Aye, because apparently a lot of actors didn't want to take the Joker part because of the Jack Nicholson Joker was that revered. Know what I mean? Nobody wanted to touch it. And then the bold Heath, he went, I'll do it.
Aye. And do it,
I'm
he
trying to
bloody
remember.
did, didn't it? Brilliant.
But aye. But it was, mate, it was superb all round. Know what I mean? When we got to the pictures, and then just see just like the opening scenes to the film, just the bank robbery.
Aye.
That right away just set the tone, know what I mean? It was like,
Mhm.
oof, what are we watching? Know what I mean?
Exactly. Even before you know what's going on, right? There's just these panning aerial sky shots of Gotham. It's amazing, isn't it? Before you even
Aye,
see a baddie or a clown mask or anything, you're just the wee thumping bass of the music. Dum dum. You're like, oh, what's going on here?
aye.
Brilliant.
Oh, brilliant, man. But I've often wondered, right? You know how like before Joker gets picked up with his wee goons, he's standing at the street and he's got his mask and his horn, which
Aye.
means he's standing there wearing the face paint, right? So people must have been walking by going like that. What a peculiar man.
You're a creepy bastard. All right. Aye, his big bloody workman-like bag. What the hell's in that bag? But again, mate, that whole sequence, that whole 4 or 5 minute sequence is just the henchmen all talking to one another to the point where they're popping each other off on his say so, and they don't know who the Joker is. And brilliant, mate. Even in the bank, when they go to steal the mafia's money, and the guy at the bank just pulls a shotgun out. Even that wee bit's brilliant. Because you see the look in his face. You any idea who you're dealing with? As if you have picked the wrong bank kind of thing. But he's no. Great.
Aye. All that says, mate, as you already mentioned, the score behind it, know what I mean? It just plays its part as well. Just pure
Score, man.
thumping you. Because I remember I remember in the cinema, you were sitting there like that. Can you turn that down?
That's tremendous. Just thumping and invigorating. It's amazing. And you get very early on, you get one of the Joker's famous lines. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stranger. Know what I mean? Brilliant.
Aye. Aye. Again, aye. Like the reveal for the Joker sort of thing. Know what I mean? But aye. It was I was reading up on this, I know, like because I remember, like, obviously Heath Ledger like died before this came out and all that stuff, right? And I remember the Oscar and all that, but I checked to see how many awards it actually got. Turns out he got 32 awards for playing the Joker.
I think a lot of them were, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember the word. I can't remember. But it was right a long time after he was dead, do you know what I mean? But
Aye,
again, it deserves every one of them. Do you know what I mean? Not just because the guy died, it was absolutely, it was a performance of his life, wasn't it?
aye, superb, mate. Aye, because it's like there's even I think it was is it Michael Caine or something when he was doing press for it. He hadn't seen like the Joker and the goons and all this stuff. And the
Mhm.
first time he was getting to see him, sort of thing, is when the Joker and that they come into the party for Harvey Dent, and he says, "When the lift doors open, I forgot my lines because they were just that terrifying."
Brilliant, man.
Mad Michael
Aye, the
Caine shaking
fundraiser.
still. Aye, know what I mean? But aye, mate, it's just everything because again, we're talking about Jack Nicholson's Joker and all that, and it was good, but this made it more realistic. Know what I mean? There wasn't the wee spraying of acid out the wee flower, know what I mean? Or the big loss of massive long barrel in a gun, know what I mean? See stuff like that. It was more grounded and more gritty sort of thing with it.
Ah,
Brilliant,
of
man.
course it was. I mean, some of it, we're going to very quickly actually just go into some of your favourite scenes. What were they? I
Oh,
bet they all involve
well,
Joker anyway.
aye, just a bit. Well, obviously the bank robbing scene. Thought it was brilliant, just the way it was all put together, how it all came about, the plan behind it, just superb, man. When they're transporting Harvey Dent because they think he's Batman, that's just superb, mate. Even to, because it was like the Batman animated series, see, even stuff like that. It used to be stupid stuff like they would spray paint letters onto stuff and all that to make it look like see when like the side of the van it says something like laughter or something like that, and I've sprayed the S on it just to make it look like slaughter. You know what I mean? It was brilliant, man. It just daft stuff like that, and then just that whole sequence. Obviously, Batman get into the wee motorbike thing, and then flipping the big truck. See, just that whole sequence is superb, man. Remember sitting in the pictures and going, that's cool as fuck, man.
I see one of the best bits about that bike. I mean, always like coming out the motor is tremendous because it's struggling because the motor's banged up and all that. And then that noise, the whoosh, the whoop, 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 that noise, man. And then the end of that sequence, as you say, when he puts the cable through the truck upends itself, and then he comes to the wall, he goes upside down and run on the bike, it just stops. You're like, what? Brilliant.
Mate, it was
the way the wheels change direction to go from side to side. You're like, oh, let's get on here.
Oh, mate, it was what 2008. This came out, wasn't it? Must what 16ish maybe. I was like, this is superb. Know what I mean? So everybody's liking this. Know what I mean? But
that's brilliant, man.
These scenes again. I think it's another one of them is when Joker goes in and he's talking to the mobsters, see in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like a wee glimpse into the character, and it was superb. I mean, he's got the gall to walk into all these guys. He's just blagged who knows how much money off them with a suicide vest. And he's just going to sit there and he's going to make his own deal.
million. Aye.
He's just going to make his own deal. You know what I mean?
That's it. It's to get their attention and show what he can do. And he goes, enough with the clown in the cheap suit. The suit wasn't cheap. You ought to know. You bought it. Enough with the clown. Brilliant, man.
Aye.
And then just the comedic bit about it with the grenades.
Aye. And then plus the whole making the pencil disappear. Know what I mean? Just again, you're like, oh dear, this man's a bad man.
Oh, it's just so good. It's gone. Brilliant, man. Aye, that whole scene's excellent. Even Mr. Lau on the television set, you know what I mean? He's removed all the money and all that. But even the Russian guy that says, I want to hear the clown speak. He goes, Batman doesn't have any jurisdiction. He's wise, not I mean? He says he'll find him and he'll make him squeal. And I know a squealer, and that's him. He's brainy. He thinks about things that the mob don't even think of.
Yeah, exactly. And again, just because of the story behind it, the whole see when he blows up Gotham Hospital, just because obviously that wee bit where the detonator didn't go off, and if anybody doesn't know the story, the place was just supposed to blow up, but the detonator didn't really work, and Heath Ledger just acts it out sort of thing, and I think that just makes it even better. Know what I mean? That's why it's another favourite scene of mine.
As because again, like you say, when you hear the backstory, nothing happened about it. So he just stayed in character and turned around, and then his fright when the bomb goes off is just genuine because it wasn't timed.
Aye. It's just to see the way obviously he stayed in character just to let the Joker would be expecting it to blow up sort of thing, and he's got the arms out like what's the matter with that? You know what I mean? It was just perfect, man. Made it. I'm glad they put it in the film, but it just made everything just quality about it. What about yourself? Have you
Super.
got any favourite scenes of yourself, your own there?
Aye, what do you start? No, I mean, the ones you've mentioned, obviously. Um, Again, the fundraiser you were mentioned earlier when Joker turns up and just starts like Bruce knows they're coming before they've actually entered the room because he goes in and he gives Harvey Dent a sleeper hold, doesn't he? Knocks him out and all that.
Aye.
Then the Joker comes in. It's actually his second speech because the first time he does his speech is to Gamble. I think that's a great scene as well when he just jumps out the
Aye.
body bag and puts a knife to Gamble's mouth and all that. What's wrong? Is it the scars? Want to know how I got them? Oh, you're like, oh, brilliant, mate. Absolutely brilliant. And then another one, I think the whole Hong Kong thing's played out superbly. The way he uses Lucius to get in there with a sonar phone and just to get into Lau's building. And then they bring back an old CIA technology, which is Skyhook, to get him back out of there. And it's fantastic, mate. Brilliant.
Aye. There's another scene I didn't really put in, but it's also brilliant. I think you see the whole that scene behind you. See the Joker and Batman, the interrogation. I think that's just see the fact that the two of them just get face to face meeting. It's brilliant, man. And again, just the way obviously Batman starts beating him up, know what I mean? Punching him and all that, and he's just howling, laughing at it. Know what I mean? You're just
That's
superb, man.
brilliant, mate, because he just says it. I want to know why you're trying to kill me. Kill you? What would I do without you? You complete me. Brilliant.
Aye.
See,
Superb,
from
man. Just
a writing standpoint as well, we already know that the plan and all that's pretty good, but there's some absolute gems in this as well. See Gordon's funeral, the way they plant themselves into that, uh,
mm.
and also that whole Jim Gordon dying thing. You're like, that's clever.
Aye, superb, but I get you in the feels. Oh, poor Gordon's away. But you're right. See all his devious plans, how they all come off. It's brilliant. Even like just talking about the interrogation part there. Obviously, try to find out where Harvey Dent is and where Rachel is, and the Joker already knows who Batman is, sort of thing. So he knows that Batman's going to go after Rachel. Know what I mean? So he intentionally tells him the wrong place to go. It's superb, man.
It's written. I can't say enough about it. Some of the first time he meets Batman, but again is at the fundraiser. So strutting about doing his stuff and sees Rachel, didn't he? Because she's the only one that pipes up. And, hello, beautiful. And he's fixing his hair and all that, as if it's going to make a difference. But when Batman, he says something, and then Batman says, "You're gonna love me," knocks him down the flare. And then when he grabs Rachel, hangs her at a skyscraper, let her go. Very poor choice of words. Just lets her go. That's oh
Aye.
no.
Oh no, 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 auntie. Oh,
I know the slides down the building. I think one of the most iconic deliveries, sorry, and one of the best speeches is Alfred's when it educates Bruce on the type of man that Joker is in it.
aye, aye. It's this. Everybody often says the last part, didn't they? Some men just want to watch the world burn, and it's true. This is probably why uh, the Joker was like that much. Know what I mean? Because there was no reason for what he was wanting to do. There was no. He didn't want to make money. He didn't want to rule Gotham. Know what I mean? He just wanted absolute anarchy. And
Aye.
for me, anyway, that's right up my street. A bad guy just wants to be the bad guy. Know what I
Aye.
mean?
No, you're right. It's also an education to us as an audience because there's a lot of people out there that think everybody can be rehabilitated in the world, which is a lot of garbage, right? Because it's true. Some people are just born without the switches that we've got. You know what I mean? They're just born nasty and evil, and that's their bag, man. And they just need taken away and taken off this earth, as far as I'm concerned. But and Joker's probably one of them. But Batman, with his code, has to jail him. Which is
Aye.
always funny about the end of this film because it catches him, doesn't he?
Aye.
And then we don't hear
Aye.
from him again in the follow-up.
Aye. I remember reading that. Apparently, Joker would have made an appearance in the last film, but
Had he been
because of the
alive?
whole thing with Ledger passing and all that, obviously they couldn't do it, sort of thing. But because Scarecrow made an appearance and all that, know what I mean? But
That's right. So,
just listening to
stupid
be
man. He's the one goofy line in the whole thing. Me, it's not my diagnosis. Shut up. Shut up,
because
you.
Christopher Nolan's got an unhealthy obsession with Cillian Murphy. Know what I mean? He's, he says, what was it he says in the first one? I wanted to give him as many close-ups as I could because like I'm mesmerized by his eyes. Like that. Okay.
Well, wait till you see his penis then. Jesus. Well, don't know if a lot of people know, but Cillian Murphy did read for the part of Batman, didn't he? It's out there.
Aye.
It's on YouTube now. You can see it, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And I'm sure he would have made actually a fine Batman. But as much as Chris Nolan loves him, to his eternal credit, he knew that he's got a healthy obsession with Christian Bale and all, hasn't he? So he just knew Bale was better as in the
Aye.
role of Bruce and Bruce as much as Batman, by the way.
Aye. Aye. I, I would say, for me, Christian Bale is my Batman. No, I mean, it's some people it's Michael Keaton and all that, but
Do you swear?
I'd say Christian Bale was mine.
Do you
Eh?
swear to it? Do you swear? He's your best
Aye,
Batman?
aye,
Swear
I would
to
say
me.
yeah.
I'm setting you up there
Oh,
for that.
I know. I was wondering when it was coming. I mean,
I know, I see your face.
I mean, a lot of people like the Batman, obviously the most recent Batman, but
We loved it, didn't we?
it was good. Aye,
You've got to
it was
remember it's
good in places.
Batman year 2.
Aye, know what I mean? But we'll see. Robert Pattinson has to grow on me because he just seemed a bit emo-ish. Know what I mean?
Does. But again, that's purpose. That's on purpose. He's in year 2. He's still no mastered the art of being Bruce Wayne yet. He doesn't
Aye,
realise yet that he's got to be a playboy philanthropist the way that Christian Bale is, to further himself at anybody ever thinking, no way, he's a hero, man. He's selfish, and so he's learning
aye,
to deal with that. He's still learning to be Batman. He's learning his detective skills. He's still taking it down and all that. So I like that. But you're right. The next one is very important to see how many years we've moved on for the first one and how everything has, get better.
aye,
I watched it in a
aye.
while. I might watch that again, actually.
Aye, It could be a batathon coming soon, but
Do you
aye,
know?
but aye,
Listen, same as you. Christian Bale was my Batman, and all right, but I've not got any apart from fucking George Clooney. I've not got a bad bat. I don't think there is a bad Batman that we've seen in our lifetime. I think Michael Keaton was great for his time. I think Val Kilmer done a good job, and obviously Batfleck was fine, absolutely fine.
aye, yep.
And
Aye, I was
Patterson,
actually surprised with how good Affleck was as Batman. So again, it's a different perspective of Bruce Winter that he's been doing
Aye.
this for a while now. You know what I mean? And he's a bit worn down with all this shit.
Aye, the great thing
But
about it is
aye,
in
it's
Dawn of
good.
Justice when you
Good.
see him, his wee training montage, and it's down in the dark, it's like a dungeon, and it's all rugged training. It's no millionaire pieces of equipment and that. And as you say, you're right. He
Aye.
has been doing this for 20 years. He's battered and bruised. He's scarred mentally, but he still carries himself as Bruce Wayne. It's like cool as fuck.
Aye. But anyway, back to the Dark Knight. see when I was reading up on this and all, like some of the casting choices as well.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I can't really see anybody else in the parts they are, right? But obviously, Maggie Gylenhaal, she got the Rachel Dawes part, but they were looking at who do you call her? Rachel McAdams and Emily Blunt, and maybe Emily Blunt. But see, really, I can't even see anybody else but Maggie Gyllenhaal playing it.
No, she's as I say,
It's
she is a good actor because she was born and raised in New York. She's a New York kind of toughened girl, and she carries herself. I don't mind her acting or not at all. I just think her eyes are melted like fuck. And she was in a film around about the same time she done with Jeff Bridges. It was great, man. Jeff Bridges was an alcoholic, washed up country singer, and he was going from town to town, and he ended up playing bowling alleys and all that. And he met her, who was like 30 years his junior, and fell in love with her and all that. She plays a great part. I can't remember what it was called. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you seen it? No.
it rings a bell, but I'm not sure.
I'll find out for it now. I'll drop it a link later on. But she's a great actress. She really is. But if I was given a choice, Emily Blunt and everything, mate, everything.
Aye. But that's not the other one. Look, the Harvey Dent part, obviously, Eckhart got it, but they were looking at Matt Damon and Mark Ruffalo for it. And I'm just imagining Matt Damon as Two-Face now. Because Matt Damon, he just really plays nice guys. For what I know what I mean?
I like Matt Damon. I do. I like him as an actor.
You
A lot of time for him,
got
mate.
a lot of time for him, mate.
You're going to say that. I do like him, but I could, probably see him doing that. Who was the other man you said?
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo. Oh, I don't think he's got like the excitement about him, has he? I don't know. Maybe he has, but
No.
no. Aaron Eckhart was great, and that CGI still haunts me, man.
Aye. Superb. I remember in the pictures when we were seeing it for the first time, and I'm like elbowing my brother like that's Two-Face. That's Two-Face.
Aye,
You're like,
I
I
know.
know you bloody you.
I'm watching it the same as you. Shut up.
Aye. Know what I mean?
There's a
And I'm forgetting he was into Batman more than me. Know what I mean? So he knew who Harvey Dent was, but I was like, he'll know who Harvey Dent is. Funny.
oh, there's a even that bit when he's on the pillow and you've not seen that side of his face yet. There's just his pillow is stained with specks of dried in blood and that. Oh, what's coming here? That I know that's again the serious but comedic effect of the Joker walking in there dressed as a nurse. Just
Aye.
to discount Batman again and kind of say it's all his fault, it's all their fault. Don't be one of them and all that. You're like me, and you know what I mean. But it's tremendous, man.
Aye. Oh, mate, the way the whole thing's wrote is brilliant. See, just like you say, is the manipulation of Harvey Dent, the just out and out chaos. Because in the same, he's trying to turn Harvey Dent bad. Know what I mean? Gotham's White Knight, but see at the same time as well, he's also trying to turn Batman as well. Know what I mean? You're going to break
Aye.
your one rule, and you're just like that. You bastard.
Aye, and all the while he's portraying to the public that he's given Batman the choice to stop him killing people. Like, come on, just come forward, take off your mask. This guy doesn't have to die and all that. It's your fault if he does. So the public
Aye.
are losing confidence in Batman. But Batman, well, Bruce Wayne, he wants Harvey Dent to be the shining white light so he can get back with Rachel, but it's never going to happen. I mean, Rachel does give Alfred a letter, doesn't he? Which he never gets.
It's pure in the feels, isn't it? But Alfred, he's protecting Bruce. He's protecting Batman. You know that?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, we don't. It doesn't get it doesn't get brought up again until the next movie when Alfred tells him, "Look, that's why Rachel gave me a letter for you, and I burnt that letter." And then they fall out, and that was hard, man. And Dark Knight Rises when him and Alfred fall out, and Michael Caine's like physically nearly greeting and all that. You're like, oh, my heart, oh no, we Alfred the penny of worth, oh no.
We Alfred the penny of worth.
It's a penny of worth. Because by that time, Bruce is kind of beaten up and he's played the role of the villain and just hung up his cowl, hasn't he? But that's a film for another day. But that was his intention at the end of this movie, because at the end, I'll just give you a quick fill-in, people. At the end, I mean, Dent takes Gordon's family hostage, blaming the negligence for Rachel's death. He flips the coin to decide their fate, but Batman tackles him, saves Gordon's son, and Dent falls to his death. Falls to his death, martyred a hero, didn't he? And believing Dent is the hero, the city needs the truth that the corruption will harm Gotham. Batman takes the blame for his death and actions and persuades Gordon to conceal the truth because he's got the letter, obviously. One thing I want to say about Jim Gordon, see that boy in this franchise, doesn't he forget where he's came from, mate? He's got promotion after promotion after promotion, and he still lives down the shite hole. Still lives in the Narrows, that room and kitchen, doesn't he?
Oh, brilliant, man. I knew you were going to say something like that. What?
Still in that room and kitchen.
What? He's the commissioner, know what I mean? Going down to where do you stay, commissioner? Oh, down this neck of the woods. What, you mean stabbed to death alley? That's where you stay?
Aye, so you stay that bit where there's just no budget for street lighting, aye, just in there, aye, okay. I'll maybe wait for you at the end of the street, Commissioner, when I'm picking you up.
Even the rats down there have got ankle tattoos on their arm, you know what I mean?
Even the dogs jump out in the middle of the road and say to the motors, "Mon then." That's a good bit as well, isn't it? See when Joker gets out the truck, sorry, people, and he's all disorientated and he's firing his gun and he sees Batman coming towards him with the bike. Come on, I want you to do it. That's brilliant, man. Doesn't he care?
No, that's it. Again, the end goal is to turn Batman into what he's know what I mean? Make him do what he doesn't want to do, sort of thing. Again, brilliant. Because all the issues can be solved if he does do it. You know what I mean? But it's just that thing. It's just that line in the sand. But
what's that?
A special mention to Gary Oldman's Jim Gordon. He is Jim Gordon, know what I mean?
Definitely.
I know
he's my Jim Gordon.
Different actors have played it through time and all this, but he's the man.
Without a doubt. The new Jim Gordon, who's the actor, name escapes me, he was fine, you know what I mean? But obviously we've been reared with this guy on 3 movies, and we do love Gary Oldman. You especially, you've got a lot of time for Gary Oldman, mate.
I've got a lot of time for Gary Oldman.
I'd invite him round for dinner, that boy. Again, the writing takes another twist with the ferry scene. The Joker believes that people are so selfish, and you got a ferry full of convicts and a ferry full of citizens. They've both got a bomb and a detonator for each other's boat, and he just lets them have at it. But that breaks him, didn't it? When they both decide not to blow one another up, that breaks him, man, a wee bit.
Aye. Aye, because it's like we spoke about, he's trying to turn Dent bad. He's trying to turn Batman bad. You know what I mean? And then really he's trying to turn Gotham bad. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And when Gotham, talking about the civilians in one boat, turn around and say no, really, I like to say, is it like defeats him a bit? He's gone, everybody's bad somewhere inside. You know what I mean? It just needs
Aye,
that wee push.
that's it.
But
Definitely that, mate. So again, it's tremendously well written, man. It really is. Kind of give me some trivia, mate. Give me some of your trivials.
well, have you ever wondered? Well, it's the scene where the Joker, see when he burns
I
all the
like the way
mob's money.
you started that little story. Come with me now as I take you on a journey, and let me ask you: did you ever wonder? You
well,
reeled me in there, mate. Well done. That was good.
you know the Joker, see when he burns all the money. Do you know that people actually worked out how much money he burned that day? And I'll tell you right now, the mob have got so much money.
And that was half, wasn't it? That was meant to be half because
Aye,
that's what he asked for. What do
because
you want? Yes.
apparently what the Joker burns is $6.3 billion.
Bad, is it?
If that's half, the mob practically own America.
And if nobody had realised up to that point in the movie that the Joker was just who Alfred described, then there you go. Because it says it himself when he's do you know what else is cheap? Gasoline. He starts pouring, his henchmen start pouring it all over the
That's it.
place and he lights it. He says, I'm a simple man with simple tastes. I like dynamite and gunpowder and gasoline. Excellent.
Aye.
Always think if I was
Um,
one of his henchmen, but I'd be pocketing a wee couple of
aye.
bundles.
Aye. Fucking paranoid as fuck. But
Mental, man.
another thing that absolutely made me howl with laughter the other night, right? Warner Brothers were taken to court over the use Batman, right? Because there's a Turkish town called Batman, and they they says the film portrayed them in a bad light.
Oh, Jesus.
I swear, Batman it's called. Oh,
Oh, Google image search is coming after this, man, to see how pristine and lovely and whimsical this place is. Jesus, it's going to sound like Barbie Town, isn't it?
oh, oh, I nearly folded like a deck chair. I could feel my knees going. I was like, oh no, this is too much. This is too good.
Aye. So, got a couple of things as well. Do you know Heath Ledger actually directed his own see the Joker homemade videos that sent it
Aye,
to the public and all that? That was he done them himself. Uh, and Nolan seen them and was like, "Ah, perfect. They're in. Do you know what I mean?
aye,
Amazing, man.
aye. Superb, mate. Obviously, we've touched on a bit with the hospital, the detonation not going off correctly. Um, and this is the thing as well, right? See the Joker's scars, right? They were actually inspired by the Glasgow smile, apparently. I've
Aye.
always known it as a Chelsea smile, but
So far.
Glasgow
However,
smile.
we it's been folklore in Glasgow for many a year. When I was a wee boy, about the troupe of people called the Killer Clowns. Do you know about them? Aye. Aye. So a lot of
We've
people said that they were just aye, they were a kind of like a story made up to keep Wayne's in at night and all that. But uh, I've got a scary story to tell you, but I'll not tell you in this podcast. But for everybody that doesn't know, the Killer Clowns were these troops of people that drove about with clown masks in a Ford Transit navy blue van, and they would grab Wayne's, they would slit you there and there, and then kick you in the stones. So you would go, ah, and rip your face open. And
Aye.
like you, mate, I always knew it as a Chelsea smile as well.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, they clowns. In fact, I knew them anyway as the Chelsea clowns. So I just thought it was the football team that won they playing so well.
That relegated season there. Graham Robertson, Lee Dixon, and Gordon Jury, and like, they were clowns, they bastards. Chelsea clowns. So there you go. But I seen the van one night, mate. I don't care what MD says. Black. It was a navy blue transit van with a black bin liner over the registration mark. And it was going by Kelvin Grove Park there at night. No, that we all ran away, shite myself. So we did. But most of the trivia's obviously relating to Heath Ledger for me. I mean, in preparation for the role as a Joker, Ledger hid away in a motel room for about 6 weeks. During this extended stay of seclusion, Ledger delved deep into the psychology of the character. He devoted himself to delivering the Joker's every tick, namely the voice and that sadistic sounding laugh. Ledger's interpretation of the Joker's appearance was primarily based on the chaotic, disheveled look of punk rocker Sid Vicious, combined with the psychotic mannerisms of Malcolm McDowell's character, Alex DeLarge, from A Clockwork Orange. When you read it back, you can see that. So I don't remember writing these down or copying and pasting because I was very drunk last night. Didn't realise it was that long. A long bit of trivia, that.
Aye. Oh, I read that too. And obviously, what comes, a lot of people noticed as well, was see the wee tongue flick that he developed. Apparently, that was because he see the prosthetics for his lips. He kept licking them so they would stick better, but it then became like a mannerism of the character. So you just get another wee menacing look. Know what I mean? But
again, mate, it's all the ad libs in this as well as you were talking about. You talked about Michael Caine getting a fright at seeing him. In that same bit as well, when he grabs Maggie Gylenhaal, you are beautiful, and he grabs her and he just grabs her by the hair and pulls her towards him. That wasn't scripted, and she goes, oh,
aye.
She did get a fright, and that was amazing. I had a wife, beautiful. I put a razor blade in my mouth and go like this. Made them up and all. Brilliant, man.
That's the whole thing. See that what they done I was brilliant as well. They didn't give the Joker an origin. Know what I mean?
Don't need it.
Even when it comes to the scars, you don't get a real reason for it because he's always making it up. Know what I mean? It was just brilliant that way. Just this guy exists like he was dropped on the earth one day. Know what I mean?
Aye.
See, I kind of think that's...
You don't need it.
Aye.
I don't need to know the Joker's real name.
Aye. See, that's the thing that kind of put me off with the Joker film. I don't need to know. Know what I mean? I don't need to know if he had a problem and all that. He was bullied with society and that's what created him. Just stop giving me reasons why somebody turns bad. Know what I mean?
I know. You're right, mate. Just give us a disheveled character with a couple of screws loose that has no rhyme or reason to what he's doing. That suits me. I'm like you, mate. I don't need to have empathy for the baddie. I didn't like the Joker. You know this anyway. It was I sat back and watched everybody lose their shit over it, and I didn't get it. I thought you could have made that film with a guy called Arthur Curry or David Smith, or do you know what I mean, Peter? Didn't it? Just because it was the Joker. Nah, it was a good film without that. I just don't understand it. Because you put makeup on the guy and gave him an origin story, it's suddenly, oh, Oscars. No, mate. Just, it was fine. I just didn't get it.
Aye. Nah. I mean, it isn't a bad film, but like you, mate, I think it gave me a like rewarding, know what I mean? Because this is the Joker, this is where the Joker comes from, sort of thing, know what I mean? See if it hadn't been like you say, see if it had just been a normal guy. I don't reckon it would have been as big as it was made up.
No, it'd actually been more. It'd have made you think more about the human psyche rather than why the Joker became the Joker. So that's that. And to be fair as well, because Heath Ledger's real Joker, I don't know, the Joker's no made. The Joker wasn't like bludgeoned by society into getting the way he was. Do you know what I mean? The Joker's just a bad bastard. Don't need that. Anyway, if you love the film, kudos to you. Enjoy yourself as you're slapping your hand off your private area watching it. Do you know what I mean? Counting the Oscars. But
you called me a wanker.
There was another thing, mate. They said as well, while this movie is dedicated to Heath Ledger, obviously, and rightly so, it also bears dedication to Conway Wycliffe, who was a stuntman who was killed when the car he was a passenger.
Yeah.
Don't know about that. The end of the day.
Aye.
There you go.
Stuntman. Aye. But aye.
So there you go.
Aye.
So
like
I've already said 10 out of 10, mate. For you, 10 out of 10 for me. Again, a tremendous follow-up to Batman Begins, which we done on our second episode. I can't remember what we marked it, but what a beginning to a franchise that was, and this one just even better. So it was. Love it.
Aye. Have you got any favourite lines from the film?
Aye. I mean, it's that quotable still to this day. Stupid things as well. Like, we talked about when the tumbler becomes the bike and the wee computer on board says goodbye. just he's leaving the motor. Just like, you were trying to be Jarvis there, weren't you, Hen? There's also, my favourite lines is, again, mate, it's just the two speeches that the Joker does about how he got the scars. They're delivered brilliantly. Do you know what I mean? And one night he goes off crazier than usual, puts a knife to my face, smiling as he does it. Why so serious? You know what I mean? How many times you still see it now? Why so serious? What about you?
Aye. It's the mate. Aye. Why so serious, son? You either die the hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. I thought that was superb, man. Superb. Obviously, Michael Caine saying some men just want to watch the world burn. I say that when people just see when it's just the most minute of things. Like somebody finished the milk. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
I got another email after you know who. I'm sending another email. What should you keep doing that for? Shut bed. Just want to watch the world burn. When I was in Burma, I saw a kid playing in the dirt with a ruby the size of his fist. And I thought to myself then, oh, Marco.
And
he's Michael Caine, who's just announced his retirement now.
I know. He's been at it a long time, the boy. But I just the last line for Gordon at the end, because he's the hero we deserve, but no the hero we need right now or something. So hunt him because he can take it, because he's the Dark Knight, and you're just like that. Yes. Didn't even mention the French horns. You know what I mean? Fucking, it's like a train coming in. Off to.
Actuated with these French horns. So yeah, did you spy in the movie which came out the same year, by the way, the Iron Man moment? Harvey at a press conference. I'm the Batman. Exact same as Iron Man.
Can't
Tony does it.
remember.
Because Tony does it as well.
Aye.
Apart from the one who sits down at the start eating the cheeseburgers, he just goes up at the end and goes like that. It's like, don't say it, don't say it, don't tell him, don't tell him. I am Iron Man.
Aye. But aye. What a film, man. Just everything. Because even the batsuit and all, mate. The batsuit's brilliant. And aye. Everything's superb, man.
See the other good bit as well. I mean, see if you investigate it, it will drive you nuts, right? But Bruce has got his own technology that isn't afforded to the police, right? Even Alfred makes a point of saying maybe in the hands of the New York Police Department or the Gotham Police Department would do something with that. So he's got the big giant cannon doing in his wee lair, just on a rail going, the-dum, boom, the-dum, boom, the-dum, boom. Like, who's setting that up? Who's he paying to come down and do that? Amazing.
Aye. Brilliant, man. Aye. It was good that they showed that kind of detective skills and all, didn't they? That he's obviously the way the bullet fragments and the brick and stuff.
Aye.
And get the fingerprints
Smashing.
off it. That showed you a bit of the bit of detectiveness, know what I mean, for the world's greatest detective. But
Even
aye.
even
It's good,
that
man.
was set up. Do you know what I mean? That thumbprint on that bullet was set up. The Joker knew that the police couldn't find it, but Batman would. And it was a thumbprint of that wee guy, man. That other wee mental patient that's dressed as a police at the funeral. When Harvey's
Aye.
interrogating him, he's just going, "Ah, I don't know." He's polka dot man, isn't
Aye.
he, in Suicide Squad?
Aye. What was he? Was he polka dot man or something in the Suicide Squad?
Polka dot man, aye. I like that. I like that Suicide Squad. I thought it was very underrated. Is there anything at all in the film that you thought vexed you?
I don't know. It's kind of really the end. See with the sonar technology thing. I get he needs that to find the Joker and all that, right? But see when he finds the Joker, why is he still using the sonar technology thing on his eyes?
Looks good, mate.
It's just like he's here. You've got him. What's going on? Know what I mean? It's
See, before you realise what he's doing with that, and Lucius challenges him. He says,
aye.
you've moved a lot of money into research and development and all that. Can I ask why? And he says, no, it's something I want to keep close to my chest. And then you just say, Lucius, what? You fucking keep secrets from me, you cunt. But, aye. But he breaks his trust a bit by using it, doesn't he?
Nah.
It's shaking Lucius because of it. But he does promise him that after it's been used, it will self-destruct and he'll never use it again, doesn't he?
Nah. Because he knows that he's got Lucius Fox to use it and all that, and he says, once we're done, mate, put your name in, sort of thing. And I guess that kind of restores his trust in him again, know what I mean? That he trusted him to use it, and that his name would be the password that destroys everything, know what I mean? But it was the only thing, like, when he's fighting the Joker and he loses sight of Joker for like 2 seconds, know what I mean? He puts the sonar back on and he's looking about for him. And I'm going, that just seems counterproductive, mate.
I can understand it, but again, it was used for the greater good, wasn't it? And he redeems himself by giving Lucius the password, as you say, mate. I'm struggling to find anything in the film that I really don't like, man. There's the bit at the start when the vigilantes try and bust up Caine's deal used to annoy me, but it doesn't anymore. It really doesn't. Even the bit the wee guys tied up next to him, sitting dressed as Batman, says, "Why shouldn't we help you? Why are we any different to you?" And he goes, So I'm not wearing hockey pants. Pretty cool, man.
Aye, aye, aye. Like I says, mate, that was the one thing for me. But even then, it's no more than 30 seconds. Know what I mean? It was, but no, no, like you says, mate, it's a 10 out of 10, mate. Everything, the the story, the writing of the story and everything, it's a thing that's lacking in a lot of films nowadays. It's just,
You're right.
see if this was
And
to be
again,
made now, it'd be CGI'd right with its ass.
I know, mate. I know. And some of the best things, as I said about it, are the panning aerial shots. Even at nighttime Hong Kong, when it comes round that skyscraper and you don't see him, you don't see him, you don't see him, and then you just see the wee black silhouette at the edge of the building. You're like, ah, that's
Aye,
tremendous, that, by the way. Do you
exactly.
know, they follow it up in The Dark Knight Rises pretty well as well. Even the whole opening scene with the aeroplane getting hijacked and wings getting chopped off and all that was pretty good. So it's kudos again to Nolan. Is he's top tier and he's up in that
Aye.
bracket of untouchable, isn't he?
Uh, got a lot of time for Christopher Nolan.
I thought I thought the other one was coming there. Oh, Craig, you're saying that he's got such a vast body of work.
Body of work.
He's got a
See,
gaggle
see,
of
after we
films.
said that, after we said that, mate, do you know the amount of people I've heard saying that after that?
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? When something gets in your head and the way you notice it, it's like me. See, when I get a new motor, I see that car everywhere. I see people driving that motor everywhere, or a pair of trainers or something like that. Oh, he's got him and all. That's amazing, absolutely amazing.
Aye. But
Any
aye. Chris,
Glaswegianisms for the movie?
well, Dark Knight. Nah, mate.
No, I wouldn't even sully it by attempting it. It's just it doesn't deserve a Glaswegianism because it'd just be like pitch black or something like that. You know what I mean? But you up to? What you been watching, mate? Anything new? You can deliver as a verdict on.
uh, I watched that Sly Stallone um, documentary the other day. I quite enjoyed that.
Netflix one.
Aye.
See,
Was yours a Netflix one?
when I text, I've not seen it yet. I thought you, I thought you'd watched the Stallones, which is the documentary series that's on
No.
Disney or
No.
Paramount. I watched that. I
No.
liked that. Didn't mind that. But I'll give that a
Mm.
watch, mate. Is it good? Aye. Is it pretty much
Aye.
just what we know? Is it on the back of the kind of Arnold Schwarzenegger one? It's just been kind of hang jank.
It kind of tells you like his early life and story and practically how he lived. He shows his life on and through the Rocky films. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. His rise to fame and doubts and stuff like that. And then how he done the Expendables, getting ideas for this and stuff. It was quite good.
Mm-hmm.
But apart from that, I actually watched Gran Turismo, the Gran Turismo film, and it was actually pretty decent. I thought it was going to be junk, but it was actually quite good. If you're
Excellent.
into things like that, you'll like it. If you're not, then you'll know.
Aye. No, I remember I had the very first Gran Turismo game, man. It was either on
Aye.
Xbox or it was on PS1, wasn't it? Can't remember. Yeah, I think we're on Gran Turismo 7 or something now. I'm quite sure. So I'll get that a watch, mate, because I'm
Aye.
mad for motor
That was
films,
that
but
was
all right.
that was actually pretty decent. I liked it. I mean, but aye. Apart from that, nothing, mate.
Yeah.
I think I'm either the day or the tomorrow. I'm going to go and see the Killers of a Flower Moon because I keep putting it off because of the length time. But I'm just going to bite the bullet and go.
Aye, we love a bit of Leo, didn't we? Leo's brilliant.
Aye.
Don't be
I
right,
mean,
see half camera now. He's becoming a
aye.
bit of a prick. Just don't like. It's just they asked. Seen an interview of him yesterday asking him to sum up his co-star's performance in the film, and he just started spouting out this pish. Do you know what I mean? I think she encapsulated the essence of the being of the person in a time, and you're like, fuck off. Just she's a good actress or no, mate. You know what I mean? Just say aye or no, mate.
Aye.
Calm yourself.
Nah. Well, like I say, mate, this the fact that there's a film out there directed by Martin Scorsese and it's got Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro in it, and you're not going to go see it. I mean, it's got all the ticks in it. So
Definitely.
uh,
Definitely. I'll need to make time for it, actually. You're right. Because the lassies are going to see, they've booked our family calendar, they're going to see, what do you call her? At Marvel. Miss Marvel. Or the Marvels.
uh,
I've got
and the
absolutely
Marvels.
zero interest in that. Absolutely zero interest. I'll wait till that gets streamed to Disney. Thank you very much. Um, but I mean, yay, we are the
No,
Marvels.
the
We're going to
trailers.
combat evil with bras and
Aye.
knickers. Hey.
if is the if the trailer's anything to go by that I seeing the pictures, it was like it showed you the Captain Marvel film, and then it showed you Miss Marvel, then it showed you WandaVision. So like it's all they obviously know people don't know the other two characters, and they had to just
Aye.
wedge stuff in there to go, no, they're really characters. Know what I mean? It was just I think it's doomed to fail. But we'll see. We'll see.
Shortest Marvel film ever, apparently. So that doesn't necessarily make
Yeah.
it a bad movie, but it says a lot in the Marvel franchise, the short of the film, you know what I mean? But anyway,
Aye.
I've Colours of the Flower Moon looks pretty good, mate. I don't know about much else that's out there now. I'm still continuing to watch House, diddling it, didn't it? House, diddling it, didn't it? And diagnose people that don't need diagnosed and stuff. Loving it. Movie wise, nothing really new, nothing really old actually. I've ordered a game emulator. So it's this 21,000 games in one wee stick thing. That's coming soon, so I might be taking up some time with that 'cause it's got all the Nintendo, PS1, SNES, Commodore 64, Game Boy Advance. I'm going to be going missing for a wee couple of weeks there, I think. But we've got big news about the seismic boys, haven't we?
Aye, well, stuff's in motion. It's in motion. Just need to, just need to get some sort of time that everybody can get on together there, you know. But I'm sure it'll work out.
Good pull up.
It'll work out.
We're going to have them on our platform because we were visitors on theirs the last time, and we've already picked the film, which we'll keep silent for just now. But we're all pretty chuffed with it, which is pretty good. And as soon as we get a date together, we'll get it done. Yeah, rush obviously, but they seem to have their November panned out, didn't they? Because I seen Colin putting a list up of the films they're doing. Loving their content as always, so stick with them. And the second episode of Seismic Soccer was brilliant. Really enjoyed it.
Aye, I get the rip roaring cunt taken out of me because of my voice.
You did, mate. But we've also learned that James doesn't like Manchester United in a very serious way. I want to actually say, James, I think you should get a police involved and tell them the truth, what's happened. You're like one of the ones where Man U and you just go like, yeah.
Oh, I was superb, man. I was like, it was, it was like a dark monologue coming to. I was like, oh, I was killing myself laughing, walking about, seeing a big cheese on my face. Because I also don't
Hey,
like Man United. I just don't like them. I don't know what it is. I like Sir Alec. I like the players. I don't know if I just don't like Manchester. It's something along the lines. But
well, I don't like any of their players. I think they're a fake Manchester United. As I said, they're a clueless, they're no identity, they're soulless. They have a terrible manager. They've got terrible players, apart from about three. Do you know what I mean?
nah,
They're just no Man United.
I'm talking about when Man United were successful. You know what I mean? Well, I liked the players and all that, but it was just I don't know what it was. Just
See,
can't go them.
I think when a big team's winning everything that I've got nothing to do with you, you instantly go, nah, I'm not into that. I 100% admired Manchester United through the 90s and all that. I've had 2 Man U strips, I don't care. I thought Beckham was great, and I thought Paul Scholes was the best British midfielder I've probably seen, out with Gaza, in the last 20, 30 years. I thought Scholes was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The very fact he retired, was out the game for a year, and then Fergie brought him back. Do you know what I mean? And he played another season. Just tremendous, absolutely tremendous. But I don't recoil into a 2-year-old boy when I hear their name mentioned. You know, it's one of them ones.
Oh, and Colin, I hope you're feeling better, mate. Your voice is sounding awfully hoarse there, awfully hoarse.
Aye, yeah, it was quite. We're
My
in a
brother
group
in
chat
suffering.
now, everybody. I know, you and Colin, king of the throat people. Fucking, we're in a wee group chat now. I had to laugh the other night because Colin wasn't in it when we were doing deciding the film. He was missing, but he jumped in, gave his 5 movies, and then said, he said, "Okay, enough phone for one night. See you later." He's only had to say 3 things. All right, mate. Cool. I think he's took a nip at Jurassic Park, not getting picked. Jurassic Park. So, rest of the day, mate, my kids are off school no well, so I better split, go and relieve my father-in-law and my wife from parenting duties. But do you want to say, do you want to tell the people what our finale episode is of Series 3?
Yes, well, the final episode, after much debating, will be the classic Highlander, where the Scottish main character is played by a Frenchman, the Spanish character is played by a Scotsman. It's just, it's next level.
Evil, the big evil baddie guy, real name is Clancy. Clancy Brown, thank you. How do you do? Thanks very much. Can't wait, mate. Choking to watch this.
It'll be good,
We've
man.
seen it in donkey's years. Very quotable, full action. One of the best soundtracks ever. Do you know what I mean? Stuff we'll cover, I'm sure. So tune in to us for that. Thanks very much, everybody, again, for liking, subscribing, listening, and watching the YouTube again this week, man. We're over the 500 mark again, which was a nice wee boost and shot in the arm and that, and the light and the whatnot. Doohickeys and that.
It's very nice. It's very gratifying. Yeah.
That is.
Even the I Am Legend one, that's like 50 away for 1,000 views or something now. So thanks for tuning in and watching and listening and stuff. It's much appreciated and doesn't go unnoticed.
And then we've got the Green Mile, which is struggling to get to 40. So it makes no sense. No reason. You know what I mean? No reason.
No reason, no rhyme.
Aye, no rhyme or reason. But thank you very much, guys, everybody, for sharing, liking, blah, blah, blah. We'll continue to do the same, as always. But unless there's any more business, Christopher?
Yes, cheery bye.
And cheery bye.
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to